The one word that I can use to describe this event is wild. It is going to be wild.
You know, Kansas, they haven't seen any kind of car like this. And
going back to Kansas, where's that at? Middle of nowhere, but it's Kansas.
You know, he's going to bring the fight. You know, he's going to come to fight, and I'm going to be ready. I know he's going to be ready. And November 17th, we're still in the show.
Win, lose, or draw, everybody respects Gabriel Rosado. I'm the wild card in the middleweight division. My experience, he don't even know what he got coming. I'm just motivated to smash this clown right here and keep it moving.
Once I get inside the ring, you know, I'm a beast. I'm the greatest one of all time. There's a lot of men that can't beat me, so that's just where we at.
The proof is in the...
So, you know, I'm trying to figure out where to start. Let's pull this up first. Here's the card right here. The headline, the main event is going to be Jarrell Big Baby Miller versus Bogdan Dinu. And Eddie Hearn is working very hard right now to get this fight this weekend. Right now, what's today's date? Right now, it is 10:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday, November the 12th, 2018. This fight is taking place in Kansas over on the DAZN this Saturday the 17th, starting at about, let's go check real quick. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live, by the way. I cover every single major fight live. The card's starting at 6 p.m. Oh,
very, very, very difficult to beat. Ladies and gentlemen, headlining this card, Big Baby Miller.
He's come in with mean intentions tonight.
He's ready now, I believe, for a shot at the world title.
That's this weekend. Yeah, the card starts at 6 p.m. So you got Big Baby Miller versus Dinu. They're trying to get this fight to be for the WBA world title, that Manuel Char. Has he been officially stripped yet? But nonetheless, Quendo, who hasn't fought in over 4 years now, is owed a title shot via court order. He didn't want to fight Jarrell Big Baby Miller because allegedly it wasn't enough time for him to fight Big Baby Miller on this date and VADA testing to be implemented. You can't blame Quendo, even though people pissed off at him. They're like, yo, bro, just take your fucking title shot and get the fuck on. But you can't really blame him. He wasn't drug testing. So whoever wins this fight, whether it's, you know, no disrespect to Bogdan Dinu, but I keep saying it, he looks like Imhotep from the Mummy 2, Mummy 1 and 2. Let me show you. I mean, you know Imhotep without the facial hair, right? He was also Darkman and some other shit too. I think he like fought Seagal in another movie. I don't know, I just thought I'd point that out. I did get a chance to watch some Dinu footage. I can't say fights because it's not, you know, fights out there. You know, you can't watch no, you know, I scoured. I watched this about 5:30 this morning. This right here from 2014 to try to get a little bit of glimpse of his style, his speed. You know, because you never know, man. You know, and it's not really much there. I watched this, just him, you know, just bullshitting around with his homies and his team in the gym. This is him right here. You know, I've been trying, man. I've been trying to do it for you, the people.
I keep proving people wrong that...
But in regards to Big Baby Miller, oh, wait, let's get through the card first. So the co-feature is likely going to be, from my understanding, Clarissa Shields versus Hannah Rankin. I'm going to do a video on that. Then likely Brandon Rios, Ramon Alvarez, Gabriel Rosado, Luis Arias, and then working his way down from there. So already, you know, don't get me wrong, this is not a great card at all. And it's not my way to call it a trash card, but fans are going to be like, yo, the fuck is this trash-ass card? However, Canelo probably going to be there because his brother Ramon Alvarez is going to be there. Like, to me, the big fight on this card, to me, is Shields versus Rankin. Gabriel Rosado versus Arias is going to be good because Gabriel Rosado fights, you know, even though he got 11 losses, you know, his fights are never bad. And Jarrell Miller just going through the motions, staying busy. These are I was going to say Frank Warren. These are Eddie Hearn cards right here. This is what he's been doing over in the UK. If he can't give you one big card, you know, I mean, like with like a big main event, he's going to stack the card up like this. But in the case of Big Baby Miller, people are looking. Now, let me try to explain this, right? The Gerald Washington fight was, okay, let's see how you can do against Gerald Washington after Deontay Wilder windmilled him. That's when Deontay Wilder inherited the tag Windmill Wilder, right? Maurice Wack was the HBO and Eddie Hearn, you know, debut. So along with the Johan Duhaupas. And then Tomas Adamek, just last month, was in Chicago. Because Tomas Adamek is Polish, and they had to have somebody Polish on the card, and why not, you know, Tomas Adamek? Biggest heavyweight Polish American fighter that's been, built in America. Tomas Adamek is a big name among Polish fans. But then now Bogdan Dinu, and they're trying to get this for that belt. They're trying to get this for that belt. So the WBA is just some weird shit, man. They piss you off. You know, they piss me off too. For example, look, right? Hey, let's zoom in. Let me try to run it down to you. Deontay Wilder's taking on Tyson Fury in a couple of weeks. It's a little over a couple of weeks on pay-per-view. Anthony Joshua, WBA Super World. We're going to figure out what they're doing with this. I'm going to do some research on this today, and then by the time the press conference for this fight, the final press conference, which will be Wednesday or Thursday, I don't have the fight week scheduled yet. Actually, I probably do. Let me check my email real quick. Hold on. Let me check my email. Give me 1 minute. Okay, we got something. Nope. Don't have the media schedule yet. Well, we're going to make sure we have some clarification on this WBA World situation by then. Trevor Bryan, who is a Don King fighter, by the way. Don King fighters always find their way to get their hands on that belt. He's the interim champion. Mandatory to not Joshua, but the WBA is fucked up. They got 3 champions, for crying out loud. I don't want to talk. Could that be the fight week schedule? Was that in the email? Nope. Some old fucking bullshit. Kubrat Pulev is the IBF mandatory. I'm going to update my WBO rankings because it's Dylan White number 1, Brian Jennings number 2. Dylan White is taking on Derek Chisora. If he wins, he'll definitely be a shoe-in unless they do a power move and do Joshua versus Usyk April. It's the 13th fight of 2019. Right now, it's an unofficial tournament going on, and Frezo Quendo, something's telling me that he's really buying, like, just, waiting for that opportune moment, and you can't blame him. He has a court order, so he can wait for all these guys to eliminate themselves. Remember, Huey Fury's been eliminated from the tournament, unofficial tournament. Alexander Povetkin's been eliminated, right? Dylan White, Derek Chisora, one of them about to eliminate each other, right? Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, one of them are about to eliminate each other. You got guys like Dominic Breazeale, Trevor Bryan, Frezo Quendo, all on the outside looking in, likely won't be getting a title. These are the guys that likely won't be getting a real major title shot soon, but they're looking at the money and they're looking at the guys that are ahead of them and probably thinking like, well, shit, let the motherfuckers eliminate themselves. Same thing with Brian Jennings. You see what I'm saying? So, come January, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Dylan White, Derek Chisora, those two are going to move on. One of them is going to get Anthony Joshua in April. You got Alexander Usyk. People are just waiting for him to say, yes, I'm moving to heavyweight. He's been, as they say, mum about it, silent. But in regards to Big Baby Miller, I understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to get himself, like through talking And I can understand the storyline. I understand the reasoning behind all of these fights. And you got to give him credit for fighting 1 month, a month apart. This is not new with Eddie Hearn keeping his guys active like this. This is not new. Especially if you ain't take no damage in the last fight. In fact, this is the way it should be. It used to be like this years ago. Guys shouldn't be, sitting, only fighting twice a year. Champions should fight at least 3 times a year, in my opinion. In this day and age, with all this money going around in these networks, these champions got to be fighting 3 times a year. He's not a champion, but I can see how the pressure's got to be on him now, because look at those names that we just went through. He's got, I'm telling you that if it's not going to be Dillian Whyte, it's probably not going to be Dillian Whyte. But the Brian Jennings fight, Jarrell Miller versus Brian Jennings, of course, if he beats Dinu, we still got a lot to learn about Dinu. We still got a lot to learn. I'm trying. I'm going to do my best to watch as much footage as I possibly can. But if it's not going to be Dillian Whyte, right, and let's say, for example, would you be happy if Dillian Whyte beats Derek Chisora? Let's say Dillian Whyte beats Derek Chisora. Let's say he beats him. And Derek Chisora wants to fight on, and then Big Baby Miller goes to fight Derek Chisora. Would you be cool with that? Or how about this? Big Baby Miller versus Joseph Parker. Right? He's got to get a big name. I don't want to see him against, Trevor Bryan. He already didn't want Pulev. Joseph Parker's building his way back up. If Eddie Hearn can say, okay, listen, Joseph Parker, you want another crack at getting at the top. You lost to Anthony Joshua. You lost to Dillian Whyte. Now let's see what you can do with Jarrell Big Baby Miller. But I got a video to do on Joseph Parker next fight, which is coming up soon. But that's where we're going to leave it at with right there. We're probably going to be covering the press conference. Probably going to be streaming it. I don't have shit to do this week, so that's why I can catch up on a whole lot of videos. The next video I'm going to be doing videos on all of these. These 4 right here, we're going to get these videos out. Then, work from there. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.